What's going on, guys? I went and saw Iron Lung over the weekend, and I wanted to talk about it because it's absolutely awesome. Markiplier, I'm what some would consider kind of new to Markiplier. I've only been subscribed to him for like about 6 years now, give or take. But even in the time that I have followed him to where he is now, that guy has come so far, and his work ethic is probably some of the best in the game. He is not all he has inspired me. He's one of the few that inspired me to start my own YouTube and do all the stuff you guys see me do. So I will always hold the highest regard to Mark and his work ethic. And just to finally see some people take absolute love, pride, and joy in creating a project is absolutely fucking needed in this industry. And it was really awesome to see how all this took place. And if for those who don't know, Iron Lung is set in this, like, I guess, post-apocalyptic world. Humanity's on the brink of extinction, and they recruit Simon, which is Mark's character. They are to weld him in a submarine and send him into a blood ocean. Which, by the way, I have thalassophobia, so a fear of the ocean. Now, a blood ocean sounds like an absolute nightmare for me. But he is a convict that is forced to do this against his will to find what could potentially save the human race in this blood ocean. And the set that they used for this was probably my favorite part of the whole thing, the actual submarine itself. They took, I saw before the movie ever come out how they set the set up. And it was, they built the entire submarine and they put it on like this hydraulic apparatus that like thrashes about and moves and angles and does all this wild stuff. And when you see that stuff in movies, most of the time the set is like stagnant, and they use a lot of crazy shaky cameras and angles, and the actor will move certain ways. But in this case, when Simon is getting thrown around in this thing and it's at crazy angles and doing wild stuff, it's actually doing that. So that was props to the engineer team there. That was absolutely phenomenal. And the budget that they had to make this movie with was like, I want to say just a little shy of 3 million, if not 3 million on the dot. And for most looking at that, they're like, "Oh, that's a lot of money." But in reality, to make a big budget production, that's only a drop in the bucket. Like 3 mil is not a lot of money at all. And for them to pull off what they did with the budget given shows just how dedicated this team was to making this movie. And Mark's acting was great. I didn't have any problem with his acting. There were some moments, at least to me, because Mark is such a positive guy. And even when he's angry or like yelling, he has this upward, like positive inflection when he does things. So there were a couple of scenes where he was like, F this, just mad. And he had to deliver anger and like despair. But there was a few moments for me when he would do that where I was like, yeah, because I'm just thinking of him playing games, right? But that was only a few times, and it was really only my take on it. I don't know if anybody ever really felt the same way, because most of the time when he delivered this character, he delivered it in full. So I loved it. The set itself was really awesome because they did such a good job making such a small vessel the entire set and making it big in ways that was needed while still giving it that claustrophobic, desolate, you're going to die vibes. And the sound design was really cool as well, because as things were going on, you hear like the pops and the creaks, and you feel like this thing's going to like implode on itself at any moment in time. And I always thought that was really cool, and that was what kept you immersed. And there's certain parts of the movie, about a good half of the movie is kind of filler. It's really building up to like the really big climax towards the end. So a lot of it is just him talking and just kind of figuring things out. But they did such a good job with the set and the sound design that at no moment in time I was like, oh, get on with it already. Like I never felt that. I was still so immersed with Simon and where it was going to go. And it paid off in the long run. And there were some amazing special effects. And if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They used some wild special effects. And I was really impressed by that. I was like, holy crap. Like there were several moments where you knew where the budget was important. and where they wanted to put the money properly to make these things come out the best that they possibly could. And they did a phenomenal job with that. Um, they set some type of record. I think it was like 80,000 gallons of blood or something, 90,000 gallons of blood that was used for the movie, which is staggering to think about. Like that is a lot of weird fake blood to just be just have. So that was really cool to hear that. I guess that was some sort of record. Like not a lot of people have done that, and they achieved a pretty decent little goal. And you can definitely see they used every bit of it. So it was pretty awesome there. But back to Mark's acting. I always knew he had acting chops, and I always knew he was meant for more than just doing YouTube videos. And don't get me wrong, I love doing this for you guys, and I love watching other YouTubers, but YouTubers are becoming more than just let's players and like random variety content. Like YouTube, a lot of YouTubers are becoming creators, like true creators, true artists, and they take love, passion, and pride in the projects that they are trying to achieve. And I, for one, am here for it. I love to see that. And it showed dividends for me a couple of years back when Mark did Edge of Sleep. Edge of Sleep was another project that he was involved in. I'm not sure how much of the creative process he was involved. I know he was the actor and I think some sort of executive producer, but I could be wrong on that. Edge of Sleep was awesome. And Mark's acting was great in that, as well as the other actors and actresses that they got to play those roles were. I was invested. I wanted season 2. But the big issue with that was, and he talks more about it. There's actual videos of him talking about the situation and how it went down. So if you want to see the real facts, go to his channel and look that up. But from what I understand, the powers that be at the Amazon production company never took him seriously. And that broke my heart because I saw the passion and love that he had for this project before it ever aired on the streaming service. And I hope Iron Lung is the kick in the ass that these production companies need, that it's no longer producing and directing and pushing out slop just so you can make a paycheck. We're going back. We're regressing back to when people actually made projects that are passion filled and loved. And I for one love it. And I hope Iron Lung is what really sets the tone for not only the future of Hollywood and how movies are made, but also the future of small time creators getting the confidence and the desire to create and make. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Markiplier inspired me to do all of this stuff that I'm doing. He's one of the few YouTubers that made me develop the confidence to sit here and talk with you guys and play games and have fun and do the things that I've loved and had a passion for years. And I foresee a big shift and a lot of people wanting to have more of that. So kudos to Mark for putting that out there, because I really see that that's going to be the future of how this goes. And I want to say they pulled in so far, like, I'm not sure the exact statistics, but it's like 9 mil since it's on opening day out on a 3 mil budget. So that's a banger, dude. Like that in my eyes is like, even if it makes more later on, just to be able to not only break even, but be in the positive on opening day is an absolute success. So again, to Mark, his team, everybody who was involved with that movie, congratulations. And you guys are absolutely awesome for what you did. And is it the end all be all cinematic adventure? No, it's not. But if you really dive into what it took for them to make the movie, the love that they had for it, what they were capable of pulling off with the budget that they had, you will understand that you will grow to respect it and truly love the movie. It was awesome. And I highly recommend it. And if it's still showing in your local theater, go check it out, man. Iron Lung, super awesome. I want to actually play the game. I haven't played it yet, and I've only seen like clips of Mark playing it. So it's like because of the movie, it's made me want to go play the game now. And to the developers of the game, that's awesome. And one other thing I want to touch on as well is indie video games becoming movies. I am all for, because a lot of indie video games have these narratives that I feel are perfect for movies. And with the right casting and the right writers, I think it'd be awesome, because we've seen the FNAF movies become a great success, and seeing how happy Scott Coughlin is to see his Coughlin, I always mess up his name. I apologize. But to see how happy he is with his passion project becoming so big. And now I'm seeing the same thing with Mark. So this is only the start of something really, truly awesome that I hope to see a lot more in the future. But that's all I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about Iron Lung again. Go see that movie. It's freaking great. And if you guys like this video, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. Have you seen the movie and what did you take from it? And if you want to see more of me, hit the old subscribes and the like buttons and all that stuff. I play video games and other variety shenanigans. And until the next time, man, peace, love, and applesauce. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.